Wish TV medical expert and former U.S. Surgeon General, Dr. Jerome Adams. Dr. Adams, thank you so much for joining me, in person today.
Exactly. Well, breaking news, so we had to come and talk about it.
Absolutely. Okay, so you've heard that the advisor's recommendation about the Johnson & Johnson shot. A lot of people asking about this. Are you surprised that they came to this conclusion?
Well, I'm not surprised. I'm happy they did. I'm happy they did because we've left the J&J folks out in the cold. There hasn't been a lot of clarity for them, at least not to the degree that we've had clarity for people who've received mRNA vaccines. And what they've said is, look, an EUA is about risk and benefit. And the benefit of these J&J vaccines is less than the mRNAs. It's a good vaccine, but it's not as effective as the Moderna or the Pfizer vaccines. And we're seeing more incidents of blood clots. So that risk-benefit ratio just isn't in favor of continuing to recommend this for people anymore.
So what's your message for the folks who did get the J&J and they're wondering, what should I do now, especially about boosters?
Well, that's a great question, too. And the folks who got the J&J, if you're 3 weeks out, you're good. You're beyond that window where we're worried about blood clots for your first dose. But we want you to know that just as the mRNA vaccines really should have always been thought of as 3 doses, the J&J should have been thought of as a 2-dose. So you should still get your booster. You can get your booster with Pfizer or Moderna, and it will help you fight off this Delta wave that we're in, plus the Omicron variant.
Dr. Adams, what would you tell people who have been frustrated with the ebb and flow of, well, is this fully vaccinated? Is this not? Now you're saying that we need 3 shots. Obviously, you're in these conversations that many of us are not. So what would you tell folks to say, well, do they know what they're talking about? Where should I even feel about this?
Well, first of all, I would validate where you're coming from. I'd say, gosh, I'm as frustrated as you are, but we're dealing with a novel virus. We have 3 amazing vaccines. We have therapeutics. We have the tools to be able to live with this virus. So please, bear with us. Listen to your health professionals. Get your vaccination, get your booster, and understand we're in a better position than anyone else in the rest of the world to deal with this virus because of the technologies, because of the scientists that we have here. But we've got to use those tools to get through this holiday season and to turn the corner into next year.
Dr. Adams, thank you so much for taking the time, having the conversation, and of course, we'll see you again very soon.
Thank you. Get the facts, get your vax, and that includes your flu shot this year, too.